Welcome, 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 one and all. This is going to be that 1 month tier list because we also like to milk content. We're seeing a lot of different opinions going around. I don't think we'll be going over other people's tier lists as much, but we will be mentioning um, just overall community opinion as we go along this. Starting with the elephant in the room. Yes, he's the best. Yes, he's good. Yes, he's getting mean more than he should. I don't really think they really need to touch much. I think his game plan is fine. I think it's strong, and I think it's okay to be strong. If anything, let's just get other characters up here or up in this ballpark first before we talk about nerfs. Um,
No, no, actually. The game would get a little too explosive if everybody was brought to his level.
I think the game is
I
already
think,
explosive.
but I think he's very volatile. And his soul games go quick. They even make jokes about like soul mirrors being just a an explosion. So it's like I think soul needs a little bit, not like a damage nerf, but just give me some core changes to how far slash works. And give me some. I just mean numbers. Like, don't change the animation altogether. Like, that's extra. I just mean like maybe make it even. Yeah, make the shit even. Like make it zero on block instead of +2. At least he can still like be aggressive, but he doesn't outright just put you in a situation where you're like,
Auto
oh fuck, I just
confirm,
blocked that.
auto
Oh fuck, I just
confirm,
blocked that.
auto frame trap, auto
And at least,
scare
and it wouldn't
tactic.
really do that much to hurt. It wouldn't hurt him because he's still doing that to characters. He's even with a three frame button.
I think
So
even is
like,
fine. I
yeah,
can agree.
even with a three frame button too. Like, it's not like it's a bad situation for him. So it's still good. It's just not creating the meme. It's not leaning into it. It's making the situation just better as a whole. You can't abuse it. It's still just as good. It goes just as far forward. Don't change it. Don't change the route. Any of that shit. Yeah, that's fine. In natural Gallings and a heavy slash, combo routes aren't changed. You're fine. You're just
Change it to zero. That's
even.
it.
Just
Just change it to
even.
zero. I can see that working. I still would have said like +1, but I mean, I guess that's still a problem. Like, that doesn't really like stop anything. Um,
Yeah, it's still abusable. Like, and if you don't know, you're still fucked. Same with Nago. Like, his spin is still even, but like, if you don't know, you still get beat up. And it's like
I
that's
mean,
cool.
there's still interactions
Yeah, but
happening
like
with
now
the
at the
spin.
top level, which is what we're talking about, like tier lists really matter here. Um, I think Soul being even right there would add a whole new interaction that like would make it feel a little better on defense for sure, and probably
Just,
feel better for the Soul player to just wild throw somebody right after a far slash.
I mean, yeah, it's not like he still doesn't have cancel options and such. He's just not using one button for his entire game plan anymore. I think it could be an interesting change, at least something to at least like play around with. I think that's a pretty good idea, putting it over to zero. But moving right along, like let's talk about this man.
My boy,
This man right here.
I don't think he's A tier at all.
You think it's
Actually,
S minus?
no. Let me be honest. Everybody thinks Kai is straight up trash, right? Like, he's right here. He's not like the worst character. Common opinion is like Faust is bad, right? Um, kind of there's a middle ground of characters where I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever. And Kai kind of floats there in like the middle of the pack, but on the lower end of the middle, and it's
I kind of
like,
sense that. I can sense that. Yeah,
yeah,
he
the
does
lower
feel a
end of
little
the middle
lower.
of the pack.
He
Yeah,
does
and
feel a
it's
little
like they're
lower.
characters who clearly do what he's trying to do better, i.e., Ram, Leo, May even, and like when it comes to hit throwness, Soul being a Shoto, being adaptable, Soul better than that. So like, but he's good in a lot of situations. It's just when he's confronted by these characters who also happen to be popular, like Soul and Ram and May, who do the same thing he does, but better in a degree, he really loses a key part of his identity. and then it becomes spin 50 meter to do a regular thing.
Can we talk about the
And if
buff that is inevitably coming? I don't think they'll like. I really think I don't. I think they just give Dragon Install meter. Honestly,
no,
like
I don't think it's about that. Okay, people, the community on Dustloop especially is like because of the meter loss, the Dragon install is butt cheeks. Don't use it.
I
Just
think
it's
you should
bad. It's
gain more
terrible.
meter. Like honestly, like
I agree. I agree.
I
I
think your meter
totally
gain
agree.
should be higher than the
However,
base meter
however,
gain. Like you should just be
I
a
mean,
better
yeah,
character.
it would only make it better. It would only make it better if you could do that, right? But I don't think that's what's making it bad right now.
I think
I think
that goes back into like the whole ride the lightning mid screen strap because now you're getting that even easier. Like I think that's pretty strong. Like Kai is
no,
pretty
Kai's
strong
mid
in the
screen
corner.
is ridiculously strong in Dragon Age. He's getting his corner only shock state specific combos in mid screen.
I
Like
just think, but
he's
like you talked about the identity being lost. That's why I think Dragon Install that is
yeah,
his
it's like it
identity, and it's
becomes the
not.
question of yeah, they made Dragon install his identity, but it doesn't have enough of an impact. And it's like, damn, he can only get it when he's low health. He gets no meter
I didn't
afterward.
know he can only do it when he was low health. I thought he just
Yeah,
had
it's
access to it.
30% of his health. 30%. He's got no regular straight across like regular defense across the board, regular guts, everything. So like just 30%, no meter after you activate. And it gets fine. It works. I don't know. I don't know. I don't activate it, honestly.
But I find a problem with that. Like if
I want to
especially
do it.
like
I think there's a purpose. There are have been times where I've legit in tournament won, and not a whole tournament, but won my set, clutched it out because I activated Dragon Install, and after a hard knockdown, I did 2D, and instead of charge stunnage, I did Dragon Install. And the next time he jumped at me, I DP'd and got a mid screen combo. And direct flat hit 3 times instead of one, and he died. And that shit felt beautiful. But I was like, if he had blocked any of that, I died. It was tragic. Like, I don't know.
that's
Kai
what
has
I
such
have
a
a
real. I throw the hell out of people. I made a mission to not play a game. To play a game without throwing. Like, I'm not gonna throw. I'm gonna get all my damage from hits, no throw. I'm gonna play hit throw only on hit. And Kai struggles. Really, really struggles. It's just like there's just really fringe, weird ways to open somebody up, and it's just like not consistent. It's all fake.
that's again like I just keep going back to Dragon Install. I think that's fine if you have like the ace in the hole like this man. Like okay, I go back to like something like Dragon Ball. You use Golden Frieza, spends 3 bars, like you can pop it at any point in a match, but that's a pretty heavy commitment. Like you gotta, you're putting a lot into this. This is a 1v1 game, obviously. So like I just feel like it should be something similar. Frieza's not the best in our game either, but like
And you lose a
that's not the point.
knockdown. You give up Oki for this dragon install,
I think
and
you should get
then
Oki off of it. I think it should be easier to use. Like application for using it should be more rewarding than what it is. And then when you're
honestly,
in it, I think it should be broken.
I'd rather use that same 50 meter to act from instead of activating dragon install to get that same 2D, activate charge stun edge, run up, hit close S, and then do BRC mix
Right.
high low. And if I hit you, you take like 60, as opposed to just oh I got a knockdown dragon install. Next time I'll get ya.
Risk versus rewards feels too skewed. Like it's like you're taking all of these risks and you're not getting anything out of it. Like
Yeah,
you're just
they want him to like whittle away at you in neutral and keep you out, and then like
win
really
with
find an
Dragon Install.
opportunity. Like he's looking for a couple really decent hits, but for the most part, he's got good range, good buttons, a fireball to control active space, and like just encourage certain aerial advances. But like again, the characters that beat him in neutral, he can't do that to. So it really creates a hole. It really creates a hole. Gotta throw. Gotta spin the cash. He needs it. And I don't think he gains meter fast enough. Their characters do not gain meter equally in this game, and I think Kai needs to find more ways to gain meter because he really needs it for everything. It's like, okay, fine, keep him the same way, but make him gain more meter. Not even out like fuck Dragon Install. Keep Dragon Install the same way.
I
Fuck it.
I think Dragon Install should be so much better,
I
man.
mean,
I
I
should be
think that I think
scared.
it will be
I
solved
should be
if he gains
scared.
more meter outside of it. I think if he gains more meter outside of it, it's like, yeah, you don't gain meter anymore. But then you're not worried about the drawback of, well, if you do enter Dragon Install with 100 meter, it gets pretty good actually. Then you get access to that same mix and you will kill them.
I just think that Dragon Install should be that should be the game plan. Like instead of it being it feels so nuanced, and I'm like, bro, like it's literally a part of, like you said, that character identity, and it
Oh,
just
it's like a
feels
quick little
off.
like, okay, I'm ready to rock. It's like, okay, I don't have to worry about shock state anymore. That's basically what it's doing. It's turning off shock state. It's just plus regardless. Some of my routes need to be different now because of that being plus regardless. And yeah, it's just no shock state. You still get it, but it doesn't matter anymore. Not as much.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Let's get Dolphin out here.
I don't think they're in the same tier. I think she's S minus. From from
What? I think
here's
she's
what I
pretty.
think. Can I
Okay,
just put some shit down
okay,
here
okay, okay.
and then explain it to you afterward?
I think we
Can
should
we do
take it a
that?
step at a time. I think we should take it a step
I
at a
straight
time.
up No, I straight up think we should keep this shit rolling because I realized we spent 10 minutes talking about just Kai. Okay. There's some shit that has to be established. She's better than her though. Well, she's better. Well, I think this character is good as fuck. I think this character is good as fuck. Good. Very, very good. I think it's actually like this. But unfortunately, she does lose to him, but she beats him. Her game plan's consistent. I think he's right here, down here. She's.
I put her next to Zato, if I'm being honest. Like
I
they
don't.
give me the same
I
energy.
put her here. I put her before Axel because she has a less niche matchup chart. But
Bro, like
like,
her matchup chart is just until she hits dust, man. Like it's
that's what I'm
how
saying. So it's a
easy is she
matchup
hitting
chart.
dust? Like
But that's what I'm
it's
saying. There's these. She's not hitting dust that easy against Soul. Doesn't give her a hard time really, so I'd give you that, right? And you see a lot of Soul. Chip gives her a hard time though. Her main game is speed. He's just as speed. He's just as fast as her. The range of Ram makes this a tough matchup. Lord and I was talking about it, and the distance make this one tough. Make May
it's
tough.
tough to get the dust, but like you, as soon as you
That's what
get
I'm
a
saying. Like, I
hit, it's
understand. I understand what you're saying. I
it's.
definitely agree with you. But that's why she's strong. That's her inherent strength.
But I think that inherent strength is strong enough to at least be S minus. You
I think
straight
that's
up get
just
hit and you
descriptive
get
of the
looped
same.
to death.
I understand. I'll do you this. I'll do you this. I'll put her here.
Top eight? I really think she's behind Zato. She's right next to that man.
No, I do not.
Like
I
that's
think she's here.
you
I
know.
think she's better than Kai.
Think
But
she's that low?
I don't think people have figured her out.
Okay, so are we doing this based off of now?
Yeah,
I
of
thought we were
course.
doing character potential. Like,
That's why. That's why it's like the month in. If it's character potential, that's way different. But this is we're a month in. What do you think?
all right, well, I mean, okay, current standings, okay, okay. I, man, okay. You can put Eat Leo in S minus. Put him up there.
Leo is S minus. Yeah, I mean he's got the
He's
results
behind.
for
I'll
that.
put him
I
behind
think
Zato. I'll put him behind
yeah,
Zato.
because he's a little gimmicky, but back turn will just ruin your day.
Man, I'm telling you,
Okay,
man.
actually, I think I was sleep. I think I was sleep on the Zato call. I think he's A, but I was fighting Clubber Dan earlier, and he was breaking down to me. It's all mids, my guy. The lows don't lead to any damage.
I mean, it is a lot of. It's just pressure.
No,
It's just
it's what he was
constant
saying. It's
pressure.
all mids. It's all mids. Yes, he's
Pressure
plus
risk
a lot. He's
games.
plus after leap, but it's all mids. Just mid block everything.
But he's
I
still
mean,
doing
just
hit
stand
throw.
block.
He's still doing hit throw inside of
Yes,
like
he. But that's
continuous
why.
block stream.
Did you ever wonder why did they give this guy a command grab? He has all these command overheads, all this shit.
It's
It's
just
because
pressure,
his
pressure, pressure,
lows.
grab, pressure, grab, grab.
I'm saying it's because his lows are butt. So you stand block, the pressure is not real. You'll eventually get out. It's only not. It's only really real when you're sandwiched or in the corner.
But again, that's their central. That's their
But
identity.
that's like, but that's like the worst case scenario. There is always a way to prevent Eddie from getting behind you, which is why he's hittable.
I think we're sleeping on Milia and Zato if I'm keeping it a bug.
I don't think
Like
we're sleeping on them.
I
I
think
just
they're.
don't think they have the results. I think Lord Knight is doing the damn thing for Amelia, and that's why I'm willing to put her at the top of A. And Zato, that's why Giovanna should be even honestly higher. But like when I look at the characters she loses to, they're popular. They're popular as fuck. Like you will see them. That's Kai's problem too. But I think Kai loses to more people than Gio does. I think Anji has the same problem. Yeah, I think that's about right. That's the tiers. That's what this shit looks like right now.
Man,
And I think here's
this
projected.
this. Oh,
No,
man,
no, no.
that
I
feels
think
so
May will always be
wrong.
good. May's pressure is really ambiguous. Back turn in the corner is not that bad because of wall break. Leo likes wall break. Back turn mid screen, your life is ruined.
There's OSs coming out, but like right now, yes, right now it is pretty rough. I
But
just
I'm just saying May right now is really scary. I think projected. Look at this shit. Remember it. Take a picture. Do whatever you got to do. But this shit projected. I think Eno slips up here. Once people start figuring out the routes, I think Ram becomes the best because she has a lot more tools than people see. I think she has a lot more situational shit that people don't know about yet, but people are working on. I think this stays about the same right here. Maybe unless he gets nerfed. I don't think it's going to happen. I think people are going to get used to fighting her. He's going to stay about the same. I think people are going to get used to Chip.
I don't know if there's getting used
I
to
think
Chip.
Melia
It's
is
too
going to
much
get just as
mix.
strong, if not stay stronger. Nago looks like he's going to be strong later, too. I think they're going to fuck up and buff
What?
him on accident. I think he looks good right now, but the Japanese players don't fuck with him. And because of that, and he's a new character, they might buff him when
You
they
don't. I
shouldn't.
don't, I don't think he needs any buffs. I think he's pretty
I don't
strong.
think so either, but that's what I'm saying.
Like,
He's a new character and he's kind of bad. They might be like, gee, this takes a little bit less blood. And that would be one more mix.
I
No,
just
thank
need.
you.
I need one more frame trap. Give me one more frame trap. Make all the blood moves 50% of blood gauge.
Yeah, I don't need one more guess.
I. What? I
Sometimes it be
do.
coming down.
I do.
I don't.
One more.
That's what I'm
Give me
saying.
one more.
I think Kai is going to slip right here, and
Slip.
Potemkin is going to slip down here.
Slip.
Because people are going to get used to the hit throw, but it's always going to be strong. You will get killed by Potemkin, so it's not like B tier down here is really that bad. So what
Mother.
I could really say is this right here. I think Axel is going to get stupid because this shit, his time stop, even the best Axels aren't really using it. But I think it's just really niche. It's hard to use.
What are we
You have
talking
to
about?
activate it. There's a lot of counterplay.
Um.
I think
Okay.
this is what this
This,
shit's
this,
gonna
this
look
is your
like in the
projected.
long
This is
term.
your projected because
This is
I
what
got
this shit
some.
is gonna look like in the long term.
Okay. I got some edits to my vision of the long term. Um, obviously this man's the best character in the game. I'm playing. Okay, but like memes aside, we'll talk about him later. That's my baby right there. I think this is pretty correct. I think we're sleep on this up here though, for real, for real. Like Axel, I feel like she's gonna stay. Like her stuff is too much. Her stuff is too much. I always feel like Ino's just behind these two. They're kind of doing the
The
same
problem
thing,
with the problem with Eno is that she doesn't do enough damage. The routes are not optimized.
but that's
Well,
what I'm
like it's
saying.
just
Like in
they're
the
hard to
future,
do.
like
It's weird. It's awkward situations. She doesn't. She's in the same situation where she loses in uh, in neutral to a lot of characters, but her most important shit, like heavy stroke, it's knowledge checks. The second you realize you can throw her out of heavy stroke to big tree, and there's a timing where you will block the light one, which is minus, and throw the heavy one, which is plus, her pressure becomes fake. It's just stand block until her feet touch the ground and then do it. She re-jumps 6 feet.
I'm
Like
I
it's
like that's
just
what I'm saying. Like I'm looking at characters from their. Oh, if I'm being honest, I'm looking at characters from their over centralization, from their game plan. Like how do they win, and then it's all about how do they get to that win con. This man Chip is literally winning by existing. He-
oh
like it's
how
he can get in at any point, especially if he has meter. Like I'm talking to just meterless, as soon as Chip touches you, you're in it. And I mean, like a lot of characters are like that, right? But Chip does it from any hit, Soul does it from any hit, Ram does it from any hit, and she gets stronger the closer she gets to the corner. She gets it from a knockdown. He gets it from putting you in the corner. She gets it from a knockdown. I think they're
It's
doing the same
extremely
thing.
low damage. Melia's damage is
It's
low.
low because she loops you. It doesn't matter how little damage you're doing if you can't get up. It doesn't matter if I hit you 4 times, if each time it's a cross up low, cross up high, same side low, throw. Like, and it just keeps who
It does. It
cares?
does matter when Soul is three touching you, doing the same committed 50-50. You
Man,
block one move, you're in a three touch situation.
I think she's 4 touching you.
So what? They're both doing the same. Soul, okay.
Soul
You're
takes
like
a bigger risk than Milia does.
she's so okay. Okay, but he has more guts than she does. A bigger
True.
defense multiplier though.
True.
A DP.
Milia is way more stable. You have to learn people with Soul.
No, because Soul's situation, the second you block a move, you're in the hit throw, which is heavily skewed in Soul's favor,
It's
regardless of you knowing it or not.
it's
If
yes,
you
it's
just
skewed in his
default to
favor.
block, that means the next time he does it, he's going to throw you. That doesn't matter. It's a committed thing. It's like he's forcing the situation. This is the strength of the character. He forces the plus frames all upon you, and whether or not you know, it's just like Milia. Do I hit you or do I throw you? As opposed to Milia, where am I hitting you from? It's that same strength though. But as opposed
I
to Milia, just like how you're saying to her, it's so strong. I agree with you. It is that strong. But I think Soul enters his same I can win this match from here situation one quicker because he's three touching and just as fast in like situational guessing time because whereas Milia has to hit that 2D, all you must do is block a move, whether it be the three frame one, the far S,
I give you
any
that.
of
He
them.
has access to his game plan faster, which is why he's
But but
further
that
ahead.
also is his win condition. That's what I'm saying. He has access to his win condition the second you block.
Right,
You're
but
in
like,
three touch range
but
at any
they're
point with Soul.
comparing their two win conditions together. One is clearly more stable than the other. Yes, he
That's what I'm
gets to it
saying.
faster.
Soul is
Yes,
Milia. Milia's is just as strong as Soul is what I'm saying. I think they're both equally strong, but I think his access to the other things, on top of having just the song of a game plan as she does, with a win condition just as strong, they're both just saying, oh, the second I hit you, you're in a situation that is heavily in my favor. For Milia, she must hit you, though, and I think that's the difference. She has to hit you. She has to get that knockdown, that throw. For Soul, it's just, oh, did you block that?
I think that goes. That's the same. That's just a grappler's strength, though. That's anybody with a command grab is threatening that.
I
That's the
understand,
thing
but
to
as she
block.
doesn't have one, this is why we're still talking.
But
I'm
like,
not just saying it's just Soul, but Milia, we're still talking Soul over Milia right now, and that's why I'm saying
I
it's
no,
still
I'm
a
not
strength he
arguing.
has.
I'm not arguing if she's over.
I
I
just think
definitely think
she's
she's
not as
here.
strong as you're saying. Like everybody can do that. Like, that's why they're strong. She's just not that crazy. She needs more. I think she needs more damage, but then it would
I,
be a problem. They'd have to
I,
slow her down.
I really don't think she does. Like, I think four touching is fine. I think she's four touching. Like, I don't. Maybe five touching Potemkin, but with optimization, I definitely think she's four touching the entire cast. Maybe less
Um,
depending on the
Hey,
character.
at Lord Knight, ask him how many times does Milia have to hit the whole cast?
Man,
DM him. He might answer. He does answer.
I will. You know what? You know what? I will. I think I will. Where you at, LK? I seriously think we're downplaying that girl. Like it doesn't. As soon as you get a hit, the game ends. You're not gonna block Millie on wake up. You're not.
Fine.
You're not gonna block
Thanks.
her on wake up, but you can fuzzy jump soul.
I'm just saying you don't have. And no, you can't. It's just like a brawly situation. He has ways to catch the fuzzy jump. There's always
Yes,
counterplay.
but that's what I'm saying though. Like that's you have to learn
But
that person.
you're aware of the inherent nature of that. It still becomes the 50-50 of do you fuzzy jump or do I call out your fuzzy jump?
But it's never that cut and dry. And when
But
you're
it
waking up
doesn't.
against
But the
Milia,
whole
it
point is
is
that
that cut and dry.
okay. But I'm saying with Soul, he's forcing these decisions upon you the moment you block.
But like he needs
The
to be doing that. Like
moment you
if
block.
him and Milia were enabling their win cons
Still with the
around
DP,
the same
with
times,
two
she
command
would clearly be
grabs,
better.
and the ability to kill you, to destroy you if you get hit. If he has 50 meters and you're anywhere near the corner when you get hit, that's half. At least.
That's if you're not taking the throw and all that, right?
That's
Like, come on.
it
Like I
doesn't even if you're taking the throw though, it's go time. Like he can kill somebody off of 3 wild throws. That's not a
yes.
lot of wrong times to guess, my guy.
Yes, he can kill that easily. I get it, but like his game, that doesn't change the stability of his game plan. At the end of the day, you have to call out your opponent for blocking. Milia, on the other hand, doesn't care if you're blocking, doesn't care if you're looking for hit throw. There is no interaction post dust. It's all what Milia feels like doing to you, and whether or not you blocked it. And the more she does it, every time the next time you get knocked down is that much harder because now she has more meter. Now you have to start worrying about tiger knee, blood mood. Like, it only gets
Dude,
worse. Like,
dude,
the longer the game
dude.
goes, the better Milia gets after her game plan. Soul's game plan, he can enable it, but just as easy as he can enable it, your opponent can get out of it. Because at the end of the day, there's an interaction happening between Soul and the other player. There is no interaction with Milia. As soon as you get the dust, the interaction is over. Interaction was in neutral. Now it's Milia time. Only reason why she right here and not right here is because of the damage. She needs 4.
You act like, but that's acting like defensive choices are an interaction. Yes,
It's
you
the
are
amount of
forced to block.
variables. It's the amount of variables involved. There are less variables with Milia than there are with Soul, which is why Milia is more stable
That's not true.
for a win condition.
Soul's hit throw, baby. One, two. That's the danger. It's 1-2.
Yes is 1-2, but like you
Mm.
gotta
That's it.
you
Like
learn how your
but
opponent
that's
wants
it.
to do though. Like sometimes your opponent's like I want to pick 1, sometimes they're like I want to pick 2, and
So
sometimes they're
that's
like
what, and that's all he does is. But everything else is just a stagger of the 1-2. But he could grab at any point because it's a stagger. So like as you know, it's still really just am I hitting you or am I throwing you at any point?
Milia. Everyone in the game can play that RPS, just not
But
everyone is
I'm just
grabbing
saying,
you 3
yeah,
times
but
and ending the
nobody is,
game.
yeah, exactly, just like you're saying. Everybody can
But
do that. It's the damage that matters, and Soul does so much.
But Milia, if she is in that same scenario and she puts you in her little pressure hit throw scenario, because she has access to plus frames and such as well. She has access to TK Blood Moon. She has access to being able to throw you mid string. She has 1-2-3 just like everyone else does as well. Only difference is if she ever gets any hit, it only now she's snowballing you and there's less interaction happening there. She can option select your damn DPs. She's not worried about you anymore. As soon as she knocks you down, she's in training mode now. You
I
can't
think you've
tell
never
me you're
been
not seeing it
snowballed
there.
by a Soul player. Yeah, I think you've never been snowballed by a snow player.
When
By
you're
a
getting
Soul player.
snowballed by a soul player, he is, at the end of the day, whether or not how skewed it is, he is outplaying you.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's running up
Milia has to
and
outplay
either
you
hitting you or
once.
throwing you.
Milia has to outplay you once.
Maybe I saw outplay you 4 times.
Oh my, no. After she gets the dust, it's no more outplaying. At this point, it's how well you're mixing up the 4 different options you have and whatever else
I
you would like
think
to introduce.
exactly. I think that's how getting. I think if
And
you're getting
that's
opened
only
up
a
on
wake up.
defense, that's getting outplayed.
That's only
Because
a
that's
wake up though. You still have to block her afterwards. She does the wake up mix, and then you have to block 1-2-3 again. And if she decides to throw at any point, you're back in the shit. Like, it's so stable. Eno's doing the same thing. The only reason why I have Zato
player.
over is
Well,
because,
why don't you play? Why don't you play Milia?
bruh, I played Nagoriyuki.
Why?
We're talking about these 2 characters right now and why
I,
Milia's
look,
right
I just
here.
be getting distracted, bro. I'm just interested.
Milia, this is, it's looping pressure, dog. Like, you get the hit, it's done, bruh. GG, shake my hand. You got dust by Milia? That's it. That's it. Obviously, people will be dropping these days. I'm talking about this is the future right now. This is, and I still put Soul above her because it's that polarizing. Yes, but man, that Eno's doing the same thing though. Eno's doing the same thing as Milia. She's doing
You
it with
know
the
it's hard to
fireball.
block. Yes, you know it's very hard to block.
But like that's what I'm saying though. Like Eno is interacting with that ass. She's mixing you. Milia is just
It
looping
makes
you.
you feel like you
Milia is
can't
looping
keep
you.
up.
Milia is looping you. I mean, they both loop, but she's definitely, again, she's still like she's more in the realm of that soul shit, which is why I'm putting her down here because like she's still gotta guess right a couple times, man.
Yeah, I think Eno is all over you. Milia puts you in the glue
It's
and then
done,
does
dog.
what
Like
she needs to do.
okay, well, let's stop talking about
Eno
Milia. Let's talk about
is like
Zato.
literally.
Let's talk about Tato. Let's talk about Pressure Man, the guy. When people learn how to
Just-
check Eddie,
One second.
it doesn't
Yeah, you talk.
it doesn't end when you learn how to check Eddie. That's only the beginning. Because after you learn how to check Eddie, now you need to interact with the Zato players. Now they don't just flowchart you and 2-0 you and drop you out of pools. Like, this man,
Tell him.
I look at the game from centralized game plan
Okay.
first. And then we go from there. Like, Zato is only going to get better as the game goes on. He's in the same slot as
Sounds good.
Milia. And, like, these 3 are, like, the set play characters of the game.
Alright.
This is the
Alright.
set play right here. And set
No
play only
problem.
gets better the longer time goes. Inagori Yuki's the best character in the game, but he's never going to get there. But that's okay.
Yes. I think he's not the best character in the game.
He's definitely
I think the best
character.
way. I think the best character in the game is legitimately Kai. Let me tell you why. I think once we become able to 100% of the time FDC at the earliest timing, by we I mean me, I'll defeat everyone.
Axel.
Axel's going to be different. I like how you're just
Axel.
moving right past that. Axel's gonna be strong
I think he's
moving
right
forward.
there. I think he's right
I
there.
think
He's gonna be S minus.
his time
Like
skip stuff is going to be really hard to deal with. Yes, there's counterplay in the fact there's that interaction like you're saying. He has to activate it first and then look.
this man
But the
has to
whole
five
point
touch you. He's five touching you in
Yes,
neutral.
but the whole point is
Like
that
it's you're not getting
he's
told.
wall breaks in some situations really benefit him. The neutral is always good for him. The situation is beautiful. Having a time skip super in a game that's so fast like this encourages somebody to chill the fuck out. When you're playing a zoner, and if they don't, you do it for free.
Yeah, Axel is literally cheating, bro. Like he.
He still has a reversal. He has to spend meter for it like everybody else does, but he still has a reversal.
With the RC glitch out as well, he can do it for free. One bar.
Like, all
Invincible
I'm
wake up
saying,
with a bar. Everybody could do that. That's around a cast, but like, which is like less centralizing. Like, it just makes it to
all I'm
where
saying,
everyone has a DP with 50 meter. But like,
yeah. All I'm saying is that it's just he's gonna be nice. There's a lot of there's a lot of there's a lot of situations in which his power is going to be too much for the opposition.
Toshigeki. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bruh. It's not even May. It's the anchor.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah.
It's
That's
it's
what it's the
it's
dolphin.
not. It's
Yes,
not
it's the
May.
anchor.
It's
Yes,
not
it's the
May.
anchor. It's the anchor. You're
It's
right.
not May. Dolphin is the icing on the cake. But that, like, can we talk about her jump swing? Like, why is she out here swinging the back of Mr. Krabs' house like that? Like, it's active. It gets the counter hit. This
Cut. A
button.
cut. A cut. It's 6:45. What are we doing?
Let's finish up this tier list. Back to the wall is gonna stay here. I feel like we're just gonna learn how to option select it. Potemkin's actually the
Michael.
best character in the
I
game,
like that
but
video game.
he's
Michael.
also the hardest character to play in the game.
Michael.
Giovanna is perfectly A tier. Kai sucks. Anji sucks. Faust is a meme, but I think he's gonna get better. Um, honestly, like by the end of it, I think everybody's just gonna be an A tier. Like I think these tiers are going to erode away. If I'm keeping it a bug, I don't really think nobody's that bad in this game. But like,
Is that your turn?
I don't think nobody's like B and C tier. I think that's pretty cap. I really want to put nobody in C tier. Like they're not like Faust isn't that far away from Potemkin, from Giovanna, from
Yeah.
Kai. 2 tiers
I agree.
behind, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I think it's just their little butt. Like, some characters really need the help. As you put it. Outside of that, though, Bowen Bale, he's going to